Freeport Housing Trust provides affordable housing to Freeport residents. And that means to us to provide good, stable, high quality options for people of all income. We serve a variety of households in our properties. We have 1-bedroom apartments up to 3-bedroom apartments. We have places that are age restricted for 62 plus, as well as apartments that are for anyone. Our most recent development is called Varney Heights, and we've been able to work with another developer in town to secure an option to purchase land from LL Bean. With Maine Housing, there's specific opportunities that arise with which housing type you can get funded and which one you can get built. And the opportunity presented itself to get 42 units of age-restricted housing funded. So Varney Heights is close to downtown, and we really wanted to find a parcel that was near some of our existing properties so that there's an efficiency from our maintenance and property management team, that's near existing services such as the Shaws and the bus line, and that can really help the town achieve its vision of supporting growth in more walkable areas.
I'm John Egan. I work at the Genesis Community Loan Fund, which is a nonprofit organization focused on affordable housing. That's been most of my career, and I'm really glad to be able to talk about Freeport Housing Trust. Years ago, I was on that board for about 10 or 12 years and got to watch firsthand how that organization has really made a huge impact on the town. In any economy today, the number one thing that employers are going to talk about is how do I retain more folks to be able to stay in my company or to stay with my organization. And the single biggest issue driving that is whether or not they can find a place to live that's relatively nearby. If somebody is driving an hour and a half to go to work, that means when they get home, they don't have the time or the energy to put into being a baseball coach or volunteering at the library or even attending their kids' music concerts at the local school. Those are the things that keep a vibrant economy going and keep a community in a thriving mode, and we have to have that in order for Freeport to move into the future, and the way to do that is to have more housing options for the people who work here and love being here.
Freeport Housing Trust and the town have worked closely over the years to both get additional resources as well as make policy changes. When LD 2003 was implemented, we were able to wait for the town to update the zoning to accommodate that new legislation so that Varney Heights could get built with the proper density. Also over the years, the town has provided an affordable housing tax increment financing district, and that rebates us half of the property taxes typically. Since we are building homes that are more affordable and we can't adjust things very quickly due to our regulations through Maine State Housing Authority, it's really helpful to have the town give us a break on property taxes. And that helps stabilize the property and provide more resources for us to do the work that we do. We currently don't have enough housing in Freeport. A study that the Freeport Housing Trust did in conjunction with Freeport Community Services a couple years ago identified that there is a need for additional housing, particularly housing for low-income individuals in Freeport. Our vacancy rate at the 183 apartments that we rent is less than 1%. And so that shows that we can add more apartments, and that will help the businesses in town be able to find workers that they need, as well as make sure that the housing market is better calibrated for when people actually need to find an apartment, they can always find one at the right price. Affordable housing is very important to the strength and continued growth of a community. It provides stability, which I think is important for all households, and particularly those with scarcer resources, lower income individuals. It provides a sense of belonging and support within a community.
I do a lot of work in housing issues with municipalities around the state, and I get to see a lot of different perspectives, and we have a gem here with Freeport Housing Trust. It functions sort of like a local housing authority because they manage a lot of programs for people that need rental assistance or help finding an affordable place to live. But more than that, they're also a partner because they give us feedback and they stay in touch, and they're a communication point for the council and town government to find out what's happening in the local real estate market, where the pinch points are, where the needs are for new housing stock. So they're giving us data back as well as us providing some resources to help them do their projects forward. Freeport Housing Trust has been around for 30 plus years, really solving a lot of problems for Freeport's housing needs. And I'd love to see that continue, and the way that continues is through collaboration and partnership.
I see the future of the Housing Trust over the next several years as continuing to take advantage of opportunities as they come along. So that could include purchasing existing real estate. We also are always looking out for other places where we can build new housing. Specifically in the village area would be great. Something that's on existing water and sewer, that's near walkable existing amenities. You can find out more about the Housing Trust on our website, freeporthousingtrust.org. If you know of anybody who is looking for housing, they can call Preservation Management in South Portland and ask specifically for Freeport Housing Trust property. Our vacancy is very low, and so we might not have something available right now, but you can get on a wait list and learn more about what opportunities we have.
Everybody's talking about it, so I think we're going to have the community buy-in as well. All of those things are required for any successful project to come forward, and I think we're in the right moment right now.
Hang on a second. Just
all right,
Mom, yeah.
Josie, you can't be in the show.